Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of The Hard Count. I'm Michael Emami, and I recently had the opportunity to speak with Sayville High School's quarterback, Jack Smalley. Smalley is a member of the 2022 class and currently stands at 5 foot 11 inches and 175 pounds and makes great reads. He's able to adapt well, and we talked a lot about that and more on this episode. All right, everybody, here is Jack Smalley. Enjoy. So I was going to ask you, so I think, have you guys started yet your season, right? I think you've started.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so kind of take me through that and how that's been going so far.
All right, so we first started back in I'd say like February, but our season didn't officially start until March 1st due to COVID, so it got pushed back, and we had like practice like probably like once or twice a week just to like get like into the mood and get ready for the actual season. And then once March 1st hit, we started practicing every day after school, 7 days a week, and just been getting ready for game day every day, improving as a team. And so yeah, I mean we won our first game. We definitely made some mistakes, so we do have to improve in some points. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely a solid team, and I can see us going far in the future.
All right, and so when you kind of look at, I'd say, your goals going into this year, what are you kind of looking to improve on mechanic-wise, or what are you kind of trying to fine-tune or change about your game so far going into this season?
I think that my arm mechanic can definitely be better. Sometimes you can get a little sloppy, and I wouldn't want that at all times. So I think that's probably the biggest thing for me.
All right, yeah. So are you talking about like your throwing motion, or are you looking at accuracy, strength? Like, what do you mean by that?
Both. I mean, all three. I mean, there's always room for everything. So accuracy is definitely a big one. Arm strength is also definitely a big one, and just making it look more smooth and fluid throughout the throwing motion would definitely be awesome. So yeah.
Okay, that's good. So when you kind of look at, I would say, in terms of your relationship with your coach and kind of the individuals with your team there, who do you kind of have the best relationship with? And obviously take me through kind of your relationship with your coach.
Okay, so I think I have the best relationship with, I gotta say, Jack Cheshire, the kid in front of me. He's definitely helped me throughout everything, with doing like the plays and knowing the reads and stuff like that. And he's definitely been a big help to me, and I really appreciate him helping me with that. And my relationship with my coach is definitely good too. We go over chalk talk, and he helps me with all the reads, and he always tells me what I'm doing wrong to get better. And he's just overall a great coach, and I'm very happy to have him as our head coach. So yeah.
All right. Good to hear. And so, kind of take me through kind of your parents and how they've kind of influenced you. What's kind of been kind of the biggest thing that they've done for you to this point?
Oh, definitely my dad bringing me to the camps all around. I mean, just trying to get exposure to colleges and bringing me to a quarterback coach. And I just wanted to shout out to quarterback coach James Reade. He definitely has helped me with all my mechanics and being a leader on and off the field, and just to be an all-around good person, and I definitely appreciate that. And my dad is bringing me to all these camps and all these trainers to get me better, and he wants to see me succeed. And yeah, I mean, it's just I'm very thankful to have a dad like him, to be such a leader and supporter of me, and just leading me in the right direction.
Okay, all right, great. And so, what colleges have you heard from to this point? Have you spoken with anybody yet? Have you kind of, talked with anybody in terms of recruiting?
Yeah, I've talked to two schools. I talked to Trinity College up in Hartford, Connecticut, and I talked to Utica College up in upstate New York.
Okay, all right. And so, how do you go about balancing sports and academics? Are you looking at kind of like highly academic schools with that, or how do you kind of go about balancing those two things?
I definitely try to give my all in both subjects. I mean, school definitely comes first, and always studying and always getting good grades and just keeping my grades up there and always trying my best. And then with football, same thing. I'm always I have a very good work ethic towards these things, and I always want to improve in every how can I say this? Every like place that I can, and yeah, I mean, it's just things like that are very important to me, and always need to improve on, and always need to stay focused with.
Okay, all right, good, good. And so, kind of tell me a lot. What's kind of the first thing that you would want a school or college to know about you if they're going to take you athletic program?
My work ethic is definitely up there. I mean, always the first guy there in practice, and always the last one to get out, and just being an overall like leader and knowing what what is right from wrong, and my work ethic is definitely important to me because it just shows that I'm willing to do what the coach needs me to do, and being an all around team player. And yeah, so just my work ethic is definitely up there for me because I'm always the one to do the right thing.
All right, all right. And do you have any hobbies outside of football at all? Anything that you do for fun?
Um, hmm. Uh, yes, there's definitely hobbies. I always like to play like hockey with my friends, and I used to play baseball, so sometimes we'll throw around the baseball with my brother because he's up at college for it. So I mean, there's a bunch of stuff to just do for fun. So yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so I was going to ask, kind of going into that, do you play any other sports at all? But you obviously talked a little bit about how you used to play baseball. Do you find kind of training for the other stuff that you do, or the kind of the activity for the other stuff that you do? Do you kind of find that kind of interchangeable with the workouts that you do for football a little bit, maybe?
Yes, I mean, there's like lifting is always good for all sports, and that's what I do a lot is lift, and always in the weight room. And so yeah, I mean, lifting for baseball was a big thing, and so is lifting for football now too.
Okay, good, good. And so, second to last question here, I was going to ask you, reflecting on your career to this point, what's been kind of the best moment that you've had so far?
Last year we came up short enough in a game, and we took that very personally, and we went on to win every other game, and we just practiced every day to get better and better, and therefore we came out very successful in that year. And I'm very like proud of my guys for what they did and showing that they wanted to work and be the person to always do the right thing. And I mean, yeah, my guys are definitely very hardworking and very focused on what we need to do, and they showed that. And we did have a very successful season last year, and I'm very proud of them.
All right, that's a wonderful thing to say there. Obviously, you sound like a true leader. And that's going to be kind of a tough question here going into that, because this is going to be the hardest question that I'm going to ask you, and it's the last one I always ask. But are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. If you were to get drafted by an NFL team, what would your preferred team you'd want to be drafted by?
Wow. I mean, personally, I'd love to go the Tennessee Titans. I'd love to go to that team. It's always been a favorite team of mine, and hey, they're a good team. They're a very good organization, and just things like that. Like the quarterbacks that I've looked at when I was younger. Like I watched Marcus Mariota at Oregon. I watched Kyler Murray at Oklahoma. I watched Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma. So I mean, I'm a very big Oklahoma fan, and seeing these guys just go to the NFL and seeing them succeed is very humbling, and I really wish I could be able to make it there.
Yeah, yeah, those are all a kind of fun fact about those. I'm sure you know this, but all those guys are running quarterbacks that you mentioned. Are you a big fan of kind of running and stuff like that? You like the running quarterback dynamic?
I am, but I'm not personally. I'm more of a pocket passer.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely fun to see them running around the field and just making people miss. And it looks very fun. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm a big personally, I'm a big kind of Lamar Jackson fan, but I'm more old
yeah,
school
definitely.
wise. I like the gunslinger, like the old Brett Favre. That's who I kind of grew up with. But yeah,
Yep. Yep.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming on, Jack. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, no problem. All right, you have a good one. Thank you.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. Thanks. All right, everybody, that was Jack Smalley out of Sayville High School. If you'd like to contact Jack, his Twitter account is at Jack Smalley with an extra Y, and I'll be sure to post this huddle link and information below. If you can go ahead and give him a follow, that'd be great if you want. And also, if you want to contact me, my contact information, my Twitter account is at Emami Michael. Both my Instagram and Facebook are both at The Hard Count with Michael Emami, so be sure to check those out. Also, it'd mean a ton if you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning into this episode, and thanks to Jack for coming on. This has been The Hard Count. Do you have what it takes to go to one?